Hi, Barry here, and I don't know about you, but whenever somebody mentions a new source of traffic and they're getting good results from it, my ears tend to prick up. And this is why I'm making this video because this particular traffic source is proving to be really quite good. And there's a lot that you can do with it that you can't do with other traffic sources. So, what is it? Well, it's something called TrafficZest. It's been put together by a guy who has been in the solo ad business for a very long time, has also got other software out there too, and is kind of, pretty good at what he does. And what he's put together here is kind of like a hybrid between solo ads and things like Google ads, where you bid for traffic. And the result works rather well. Now, apart from that, the other thing that's different is that the traffic sources that this guy has brought into this are solo ad sellers, which are at the top end of the market. So he knows these guys personally, and he knows that they don't have junk traffic or they don't use bots or anything like that. They have traffic sources within their own systems and funnels, but they're not, the kind of scam artists that you may find selling solo ads on some of the bigger platforms out there. So they're heavily vetted before they can supply traffic and be one of the traffic providers for TrafficZest. There's also the ability, some of these providers are using Facebook ads to get traffic as well. So you probably get some Facebook ad clicks as well. And some people think that they are better than solo ads. Okay, so that's up to you, whatever you believe. So what I thought I'd do is give you a little look inside of here, because one of the things is if you Googled this, you wouldn't be able to just go to TrafficZest.com and join. You have to be referred by a user. Okay, that's the only way that you get an account. So I'm going to drop below this video a link which will be your personal invitation so you can actually get a free account with TrafficZest. Now, when you get a free account, I'm going to show you how the whole thing works here. But you have to obviously put some money in to get the traffic. Now, if you don't do paid traffic at all, well, this ain't going to be for you. Carry on sweating over trying to rank something on Google, and we'll see you sometime in the future. But if you want traffic and you want it instantly and you want it to be decent traffic, then this is where you're going to get some. So you put your money in, and it's $100. You have to load it with money, and it takes from that balance as your traffic is delivered. Okay, so you have to stick $100 in, um, but then you have a lot of control of how you spend it. Okay, so and let's face it, you should be sticking, a couple of $100 a month in anyway on traffic, just to grow your business, grow your list, and find new customers. Okay, so when you have put your money in, you can then start a traffic campaign. And this is the screen we're on right here. I might have to move myself out of the way a bit so you can see some of the things. In fact, I'll move myself across so you can see the whole of this pane in front of us. So, first of all, you give it a campaign name. So we'll call this one Test 1. And then you put in a destination URL. So this will be where all your traffic's going to. So it'll be your opt-in page where this is going to 99.9% of the time. Okay, so we'll put, tell you what, I'll just put Google in there for now. Right, now if you've got a if you've got a tracking system rather, you can add these in as UTMs, so it will carry over some of these tags, some of these UTM tags. And you don't need to know too much about this. If you've got a traffic tracker like ClickMagick or something like that, then you'll understand what these are. If you don't worry about it too much, because you've got internal stats inside here to show you how your ad is doing. Okay, so you can add these in if you want. So let's go down here and you can schedule this campaign as much as you like. Okay, so then we come down to traffic targeting. And you have the choice of make money online niche, weight loss niche, or the health niche. Okay, so it's good for stuff outside of the norm. So you've got a weight loss thing or a health thing. Sometimes those are difficult to get traffic for on like Facebook or Google, but here you're going to have some targeted traffic coming. I'm going to keep it on that. And now you can choose providers. Okay, so here let's go back up. You'll see a whole bunch of people. Now, these are all people who have been vetted and have good quality traffic. They're not going to send bots or anything. So you can specify which ones if you know some of them, or you can keep it empty so you get traffic from all of them. And I would recommend when you first start, just testing out traffic, testing out all of them and see which ones work the best. Now, countries, you can choose English tier one or international tier one. Okay, so that would be all of these, which would be pretty good. Or you could go to specific countries if you want to. Or you can just, get rid of some of them. Let's say you didn't want Italy or Luxembourg, take them off. Okay, this looks kind of, I wouldn't probably have France, maybe not Belgium, but these look pretty good to me. But it's up to you. You can choose. Device types. This is unusual. You can specify desktop, smartphone, or tablet. Okay, so if you just want desktop, you can stick that there. Okay, it may reduce the amount of traffic that you get, but let's see if it does. Because over here, yes, you look here. It's got, based on what I've done so far, it gives you a little bit of an idea of what kind of number of clicks you get. And here's nearly 15,000. But if I put just desktop in there, that goes down dramatically. There's fewer. I'm fishing in a smaller pond now for my traffic because I've specified that I only want desktop traffic. You can search by operating system. So if you're selling something on the back end that is only for Windows or only for Mac, then obviously you don't want the other lot seeing it because it'd just be a waste. So if you've got a software that you're just selling that just works on Windows, like ZimWriter, for example, you can specify that you only want people using Windows. And then traffic tags. This is interesting, okay? This is where it gets interesting. You can have basic email clicks. Okay, so that's basically like a solo ad. It's just an email click. Engage clicks. These are people who are basically saying, yes, I want to see this offer. Okay, so this is very targeted. Okay, engage clicks. And these would be a higher price. You've got media buy, you've got funnel clicks. Funnel clicks are when somebody has got a freebie and they go onto the download page and unannounced bonuses. And that will be, in there somewhere. So they'll be on pages where they're getting something or downloading something, and there will be clicks in some adverts in there, and they'll be on a rotator. Okay, so it'll be a mystery bonus, and it'll be on a rotator, and yours will be in that mix. Facebook ads, that's pretty media buys here. Mixed clicks, so you can mix them up a lot. Notification clicks, not sure what that means. Maybe it's when they confirm and somebody goes onto a list if they've got double opt-in. I really don't know what a notification click is. Nurtured email clicks, those are people that have been pre-sold and have gone through some training and what have you. So they're kind of they're opening that person's email regularly and they are engaged. Okay, so those are the let me say that, why not? Those are the things that you can choose, and you can choose whichever you want. Then we get down to the nitty gritty here, and it says what is your cost per click bid, your maximum cost per click that you're willing to pay. So let's say you put 75 cents in there, okay, for example. Now, you may not want to spend 75 cents, you may want to spend 50 cents, right? But if you put 75 in there and somebody else puts 50 cents in there, and somebody's ad cost is 51 cents, then you're going to beat them and you're going to get the click for 51 cents. Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you are not going to get any clicks if you put a lower amount. You will, but you're going to be outbid on some of the higher traffic sources. So in this case, if you put 50 cents in here, you probably get email clicks, but you may not get any engaged clicks. Okay, so bear that in mind. And it does keep updating you here about what you can expect. So there's these many clicks a day between 28 cents and 134. Okay, so 28 and 134. So, if you put 150 in there, now it does mean to say that some clicks are going to be more expensive, but you're going to be outbidding pretty much everybody on the traffic. Now, you put in there what you want. I'd maybe say 75 cents to test with and then go on from there. Next, your total budget, right? So you may say, well, for this particular funnel, I want to put $100 in, right? And then you can say your daily budget. Now, if you put a daily budget in, let's say you only want to spend $20 a day, so you can test it and see how it's going, and you can come and edit it. So if you're getting a lot of clicks that are a little bit too much in price, you can maybe knock that traffic source out and start lowering the cost per click. You may look at your open rates and decide that some of these things some of the clicks are better than others, so you can optimize your campaign. But to start off with, you want to keep it relatively broad so you can see what's working and what's not working. But if you keep your daily budget like that, it's not all going to get used up in one day, and you can go in and you can tweak it and test it. Similarly, you can have accelerated, so you can spend the daily budget as fast as possible. Um, and if you do that, that's if you're in a different time zone, for example, or you want to make decisions the same day for the next day's traffic, that's not a bad way of doing it, because you all the clicks come up, as soon as they're available. So you start this at 9 a.m. By the afternoon, you've probably got you spent all your budget, right? So that means you can go in and look at those stats straight away and set whatever you need to, tweak whatever you need to for the following day. Or you can choose smooth, and that means that the clicks are going to be delivered from midnight to midnight, on a gradual, even basis, or as even as it can be. I would tend to use smooth personally. That's just the way I think. Okay, so that's how you set it up, and then you just save the campaign and let it run and go back and tweak it. And so there's a lot to like here, right? There's a lot to like, and it's a little bit different. And the traffic, I've only tested it a tiny amount so far, and the traffic's been good. The people are opening my emails and clicking on links. So that's a good sign. I'm going to ramp up this week and do a lot more testing with it. But I just wanted to give you a real heads up on this, and you know, just grab hold of an account. Even if you only test $100 in it, it means that you can get an idea of whether it's a better source of traffic than by going to somewhere like Udemy and buying solo ads. So you can test it and you can get a feel for it, but you can only get it through an invite link. So if you go below this video, it doesn't cost anything to actually set up an account. Okay, you can set it up. I would suggest, if you're going to go through the bother of setting it up, put $100 in it and do some traffic. Set up, you need You need to have an entry point. You need to have a squeeze page that's live. You need to ideally have some tracking software so you can see what's happening. But you also need an email sequence behind that. And you've probably bought a done for you one of these off of me. So use one of those. Or you may have something that you've already got set up, a funnel that you've already sending traffic to. You could tag the people from this as TrafficZest, and you can then isolate those in your autoresponder and see if they're opening and clicking. And you can also obviously see if they've bought anything. So I think it's got a lot of promise, and I'm going to be putting a lot more traffic tests through this in the coming days and the coming weeks. So anyway, thought I'd make this video for you to demystify it and show you exactly how it works. Okay, so with that, I'll say cheerio, links below, and any feedback, you can always ask a question in the Marketers Campfire, and ask about it in there. And yeah, hope it works well for you.